So I just wanted to give my opinion on the Loki controversy about whether he's alive or not. At the beginning of Avengers, you see Loki come out with the Tesseract, and Thanos says, Thor's head or the Tesseract, he comes out, says the sun will shine on us again, and he says we have a Hulk, and that's when Hulk comes out and distracts him, then he comes back, and then gets choked and gets his neck broke by Thanos, and then he throws Loki down on the ground, and then that's the last you see him. The ship explodes. People are saying that Loki is still alive and that he was using that Hulk as a distraction to do something, which, as much as that's believable, I just think you see him come out and he gets his neck snapped, and not just the scenario of how he exactly died, but the fact that he did die. If they bring him back again, they faked his death twice. If you fake it a third time, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, he's the god of mischief, but you won't be able to believe his death ever. And the last ones were already sad when he died, but if you fake this too, then it's just another way of saying just F you to the fans, really, because it's just like, the deaths don't even matter. Because if he can come back from that, then no death will ever be sad for him. I think this is a good death, not only because, it's Thanos. The biggest, baddest villain kills you, but it's the fact that it's actually emotional because he dies. But if you don't believe that he died, then it's just not even sad and emotional anymore. And the one line that people seem to be taking the most seriously is when Loki says, the sun will rise on us again. I don't know if I quote that exactly right. If I didn't, it's something like that. And they're like, oh, he said that, so that means he's coming back. That doesn't mean he's coming back. Loki's going to be optimistic because he's not just going to be like, we're dead. He had hope that he was going to be able to kill Thanos with the dagger. And I don't know why everyone thought that was such a stupid way. Clearly Loki wasn't even going to be a part of this movie. So the fact that a quick scene happened like that makes perfect sense with the whole fact that he might not have even come back for this movie. They said he might not come back for Avengers 4. It was almost not going to happen. Then he did, and basically they got him out of there as quick as possible. Even though I really liked this scene and this death, I thought it was really emotional. But people thinking that's him saying the sun will rise on us again is like the big sign he's coming back. I just think it's stupid to bring him back again. And the other thing about people saying that was disguising himself as Bruce Banner or disguising himself as the Hulk is just insane, because why would he disguise himself as Bruce Banner or Hulk? Even though, okay, so this is how complicated it is. He would have to disguise himself as the Hulk as he gets sent back. And first of all, I don't think he'd be able to throw punches like that at Thanos. But he disguises himself as Hulk, then gets sent back to Earth, turns back into Banner somehow. He's able to do that. I know he knew his magic. And then he argues with himself. He argues with himself as the Hulk and Bruce Banner. That theory makes no sense. Why would he be arguing with himself inside of the Iron Man suit where no one can see him? It just makes zero sense, and that is the worst theory I've ever heard in my life. But I just think people need to accept the Loki death, and it was a very emotional death, and he got killed by the biggest, baddest villain. I think it's a lot better of a death than the one in Thor: The Dark World, where he just gets killed by the Curse, who is, I thought he was a cool villain, but he's not nearly as big as Thanos. The fact that he gets killed by Thanos, I think, is one of the most boss ways to go out, because you're getting killed by the biggest, baddest villain in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and Loki's not really a great guy, so he's done a lot of bad stuff, and at least Thanos thinks what he's doing is right. Loki was just wanting to kill people, and he's pretty evil most of the time, so people acting like they're sad he went and he was such a great person. Yeah, he was a great character, and I understand that, but him dying was sad, but he did a lot of bad stuff, and that's why I don't even think it's as sad of his death, because of the evil stuff he did. But I can understand why people will be sad about his character going, which I know is the real reason why. But make sure you let me know down below what you think. Do you think Loki actually died, like most people, or do you think he's still alive, and they're going to fake his death for the third time? Let me know down below, and thanks for watching.